jumping into Bridgerton. This is season 2, episode 6. We have 2 more episodes to go, guys, and then we're going to be wrapping up Bridgerton. I cannot believe it. If you guys would like us to jump into, I believe it's called Queen Charlotte, by the ending, like the episode 8, we'll have a little poll. You guys will comment down below. If you guys, the vast majority of you guys want to jump into Queen Charlotte, then we will. Is it Queen Charlotte or Queen Charlotte? One of those. But we'll discuss that in episode 8. I'm ready to jump into this episode 6, called The Choice. I'm really excited to get into this because Kate is one of my favorite characters. Actually, to tell you the truth, it's one of my favorite characters overall of the show. And just a quick disclaimer, if you guys hear loud in the background, that is because it is like 900 degrees outside and I have everything turned on in my room that will keep me cool. So sorry about the loud noise. Bear with me. It's summertime. I'm ready to jump into this. Please hit the like button. Please share the video. Check out my store. It is down below. It is, I think, connected onto this video as well. And if you'd like to see this in a full reaction, you guys can on the second and third tier here on the platform. That will always help copyright Mosh as well as my other platform, Patreon. So guys, once again, if you'd like to see this in a full reaction, please join one of those platforms today. Now, without further ado, let's jump into Bridgerton and find out exactly what Bridgerton has got to give.
March down the aisle may very well be the longest walk. It does not simply cover the length of the church, and meandering paths for every afternoon promenade too.
Does it fly?
Some, Your Majesty.
What kind of answer is some?
To glide down.
Only if you follow its path.
Fireworks are ready, Your Majesty.
Bigger, longer, brighter. Our guests must be captivated. I do not wish for anyone to lose their way and end up somewhere curious.
Of course, ma'am.
And what of our other grand plan? Is everything in place?
Indeed, I'll have a footman assigned her today, watching her every move.
You might put forth false rumors so that when Whistledown prints them, to trace the origins.
An ingenious idea.
One has sharper eyes on the tom than I do.
You must calm yourself. Mom, keep still. I have faced 1,000 tomorrows, but they have all been leading to this one. Bringing the wedding forward is a sign of true feeling, but it has unnerved me too.
He has devotedly courted you and made his intentions clear from our first arrival.
I just hope for Edwina's sake the tendency stops before the honeymoon.
Or staring at naked models all day turned your brain to charcoal. You both get to choose your passions and adventures.
Once you marry, will your duty finally be fulfilled?
Yet I still wish that when he looks at me, I could be certain that he truly loves me.
And so I'm wondering, you might also have thoughts of me.
I've read all of these. I set them aside for you. Perhaps you might share your thoughts on them.
Eagerly awaiting 2 words. I do.
All is not lost today, ma'am. I have received word. Our chat for Lady Whistledown has indeed produced a result.
Marriage amounts to little more than human ritual. We must orchestrate what nature has already ordained.
She had the courage to act on what she sensed between us, and here we are, standing perfectly still, having felt it for months.
The moment we step foot outside those doors, we face the truth.
Of our situation.
Of our failures. Of our responsibilities. We have failed at it all. So forgive me if it is now my wish to suspend time, to delay the inevitable, not to think of what comes next. Goodbye, my lord.
This episode was definitely a 10, but it's very complicated. I don't know how to feel because I'm like, after all of what your sister said, Kate, you still made out with Anthony. This is a very, very complicated episode. I don't know who I should be mad at. I don't know what I should feel. I'm as confused as everybody else in the show. Like, Edwina, at first, I was like, oh my god. And then, like, I felt so bad for Kate, crying in the closet and just feeling so out of place, stuck, lost, not knowing what to do, helpless. And then I felt bad for Edwina, like, especially after she talked to the king. Like, I just don't know how to feel. I'm baffled. I'm very good at giving my opinion on others. Easy breezy, beautiful color girl. But at this very exact moment, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know how I feel about the ending. What do you guys feel? What do you feel about this whole Kate and Anthony and Edwina situation? This situation is crazy. Like, I feel like if it was me and I was Kate, but I'm in love with Anthony, but that was my sister, and she just, after everything, and then the wedding got ruined, as much as I loved Anthony, I would have left. That's my sister, and she's broken, and she's gone, and she said she took all her power away from Kate by not going through the marriage, and then she's right, she's correct. She's correct. But I'm still so sad. Like, I'm so sad, and I don't know, I really don't know what to say. Overall, this episode everything was life, liberty, and justice. I think the moment with the king, it hit me, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, it really hit me. I think the king has Alzheimer's or dementia, one of those, right? And I've had so many of people who are so close to me in my family that had it. And just seeing it happen and seeing the king and just everything of that, when he started speaking and him being so confused and so lost, I've seen it. So it hits me, and sometimes I really can't control myself, because that is a horrible disease to have, to not know what's going on, and then for your loved ones not to be able to help you. There's nothing that anybody could do. It is the worst disease to even witness, to bear. If you guys have anybody you love or you know somebody who has dementia or Alzheimer's, you understand the pure sadness of it all. It's very, very sad. It's so sad. I hate it. So anytime I see even it to be acted in a show, it sucks. It really sucks. So that's really hard. The king is like, as soon as I see him, I always want to break down, and then it just stays with me throughout the show or whatever I'm watching. I hate it. Oh, I hate it, and it feels so bad. I feel bad for the queen, and I feel really bad for him. So, yeah, that's so sad. That's the saddest part. Anyways, about that. So, and then we have other things that happen with Penelope and stuff like that. I like Penelope. I really do love her. I love her. So I threw shade at her last time about her Easter dresses. And then I know Penelope, that character definitely has a fandom. Definitely has fandom. I feel like you can't even joke about Penelope. But I do see her faults. I see her flaws in this episode. Because it was more about Penelope not wanting to be discovered, that she wasn't even taking in account her friend's feelings and her friend possibly finding happiness, which is kind of the reverse of Penelope in season 1, where she cared about her friend, somebody that she cared about, his feelings, and she wanted to stop her cousin from the plot that was going on. And she was doing almost everything to break that up. And actually she did, because we talked about it in this season, that if Lady Whistledown didn't get involved, that maybe Colin and that cousin, I forgot her name, would have been together. Myra, right? So Penelope is now really thinking about herself other than others, which is the opposite of what I liked about Penelope in season 1, where I understood her. So in this this episode, I kind of was a little bit against Penelope because I understand that she doesn't want to be found out. I understand everything about what's going on, but girl, like, it's not about you and your bright yellow dress. Not today. And your red lipstick. And then she's still going through what she wants, which is Colin, and still trying to find gossip throughout the show. She seems not to be worried about that. So that there is my thing about Penelope. I just don't understand, like, how she could be really all about herself, and she does it so gracefully, right? I know somebody's going to disagree with me and probably write a very, very long thing about it, but I understand. As this show goes on, I kind of understand the people that don't really care for Penelope. I do. I see it, guys. I see it. But then, I still like the character. And I'm going to still be shady with the character, y'all. So that's my sense of humor. I'm going to shade her if I feel like it. Her and her bright dresses, I'm going to. It's not even that I dislike the dresses. I just think they're Easter dresses. And I think that she has a flaw. Like we all do. We're all human. We have flaws. Moving right along. The Featherington storyline, I actually really do enjoy. No shade. I understand that some of the fandom doesn't like the storyline, but I feel like if we follow the same path of season 1, where we just did the Bridgerton and Simon, and we just stayed with it, right? Although we had we had other storylines, right? The boxer and stuff like that. And I feel like we needed, like, the Featheringtons to balance this show, to balance this very heavy storyline that is dragged out with Kate and the Viscount Anthony and Edwina. We needed it. So I actually really do enjoy the Featherington storyline. I find them hysterical. I think Prudence is almost one of my favorite characters. I think she's just freaking hysterical. So I'm with it. I'm with the giggles. I'm with the noise. Overall, this is definitely a 10. I hope Eloise finds love, which it seems like she's about to. And it also seems like Simon's starting to warm up to Penelope and possibly might be trying to look into this whole adventure with bright yellow dresses. And maybe they can honestly, I bet you if Penelope and Simon get together, they would have the greatest Easter egg hunt. Like, what? That would be the best. I thought the funniest part of the episode was Lady Damry and the mother Bridgerton. That whole thing and then laughing with the peacock thing, I was gagging. Like, this episode really did serve. It really did give. If I was going to this show blind and by accident I just stopped on this episode, which I don't know anybody would do that, but there are people that would just jump through episodes to see if they want to watch the whole thing. I would want to watch this season just because of this episode. It really gave you everything. Very strong. I loved it. I really can't wait until we wrap up this season. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. Guys, please like the video. Please share the video. Don't forget to comment down below. And I'll see you guys next time with more Bridgerton.